Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot, back with the cards for the 28th of April 2017. How are you all doing? I'm completely out of my funk now. I was in a total funk yesterday, but I just want to say thank you to everybody who held space for me. All of the messages I got off everybody yesterday, I was needing a little bit of love yesterday. Things had got on top of me, but I allowed it. My energy was low. I'd been in pain for quite a few days, and I allowed it to come and I reacted, and that is where the problem was. So, like I say, thank you for being there when I did react, and thank you for the love that I was given, because there was mass loads of it and it was needed. But that just goes to show you as well that I am completely human. Please don't put me on some sort of pedestal or anything, because I have breakdowns and meltdowns like everybody. So maybe that was why I had to do it yesterday, to let you know that, it's I don't know all of the answers, but I recognize that I bought into the madness. So today, the cards are a little bit different today. I've just had a quick look at them, and I don't know, this week's been a little bit disjointed, hasn't it? I mean, with the energies and everything that's going on, that is expected. But these cards, there's quite a gentle message here, but I feel it is going to be a personal one as well. So the card that we have today is the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles, this actually, it's, I do feel this is talking about finances as well, which is quite bizarre, because we haven't had anything like that for a long, long time. So this talks about like being in harmony with your finances. But I also feel that this is with energies as well. I always see the Six of Pentacles as looking at energies as well. And it's saying that this is about giving out and getting back. So it's about giving and receiving here. What's the word for it? It's reciprocity, isn't it? I'm terrible with my words, and I always get that one mixed up. So within this card, what we have is there's a Buddhist monk there. Now, this monk is Cambodian. And that actually, it made me smile when I seen it. I'll tell you in a second why. And what he's doing, he's sitting there with his begging bowl, really, because the monks here, what they have is they don't have a lot of stuff or things, but the bowl is one of the things that they have. And basically, they go out on a morning, holding their bowls out, and people will put whatever they want in, whether it be money, whether it be food, or whatever. I've done it when I was in Laos, and I was getting up on the morning, like 5 o'clock every morning, to go out and give the monks offerings, And the thing is, they weren't begging as such. People see them as being beggars, and within a Cambodian Buddhist is often called a bhikkhu, which bhikkhu means beggar. But the thing is, they're not homeless or anything like that. They have the sanctuary of the monastery. They've just chosen to live without, in a way. But they receive food or offerings from the people, but they give back to the world, because they actually give their expertise, they give their knowledge, they give their teachings, So it's not seen as begging, They are getting it's an exchange of energy. Now, what this says is, when you give out, this is when you receive. And that was massively shown yesterday. Like I say, I do these videos, and people watch them, and I'm so grateful for that. It takes my time, but I get paid back tenfold. The messages of love and support I got yesterday, the donations that people give me in order to help this channel run, So this is it. It's like, because I am giving, I am receiving as well. And this is what this card is saying, So if you give somebody a kind word, you will get 100 kind words back. If you smile at somebody in the street, they will smile back at you. And this is all it takes, So when you give, this is when you are receiving. Now, if you do this, if I was just doing these videos just to get money in, I wouldn't be authentic. These videos wouldn't touch the people that they touch. It's not about that. Yes, I get paid for my services, and this is a thing that I think this is wanting to talk about here. within spirituality, I had a great conversation with somebody yesterday in LA about this. And within a lot of spiritual work, I've had people saying to me, you have a gift, you shouldn't charge for it. You know, anybody who charges for readings is a charlatan, blah, blah, blah. You know, absolute, complete and utter bollocks. You know, this is my work. Anybody else that does this type of work, it is their work. They have taken the time throughout their life to study, to learn their craft, you know, and to master their craft. They then take the time to either do videos or to see clients or to write books or whatever. It was the same when I was a photographer, you know. People would say, oh, I tell you what, come and take these photographs of this band and, you know, I'll give you lots of coverage. I'll put your name to the photos. You know, you'll get exposure. And it's like, yeah, you know, I'm going to go into Tesco's, the local supermarket, and I'm going to pay them with exposure because they will take that, you know. And this is it. It's not about just me taking a few photos. It's the time I spent studying, the time I spent on my, the money I spent on my camera, the time I spent editing the photos afterwards and getting to and from the venue, you know. So like I say, there's always, you know, there's something more, and people don't see that. You know, people don't see that at all. So this is what this card is saying, you know, that, like I say, when you are given or when you are doing something just to get something back in return, that doesn't work. And the flow goes all sort of funky and it stops and it doesn't work at all. When you are given something out, you know, and especially within this line of spiritual work. So if you are a spiritual worker, if you are a light worker, you know, I can imagine a lot of you have actual problems with receiving money for your skills as well, because it is a common thing within us, you know. Now, what I've been learning, you know, because I still have a problem with receiving a lot of the time. What I have been learning is that it is my job to serve. This is what Spirit want me to do, you know. So I am doing that job, and I need to touch other people, and I need to help other people, because that is what I've been put on this earth for, and that's what a majority of us have. The more money I have, or the more things I have, the more finances or security I have with that, then the more people I can help. You know, because then it's not a case of scratching around thinking, right, okay, I need to get a reading in, I need to get this, I need to pay this bills. That goes away. So, like I say, the more you have, the more you can help. So please don't see money as an ugly thing. I've had within a lot of my life, I've had a lot of fallouts with people over money, you know. So my old mantra was, money makes monsters. But it doesn't. Money makes happiness, and money gives you the ability to make others happy and to spread the spiritual word more, you know. So there is nothing wrong with being ambitious and spiritual. You know, the universe wants you to live in abundance. We are meant to live abundant lives, you know. It's not about sort of like, you know, all right, okay, I'm going to wear tattered clothes and I'm going to do this and it's all, I'm going to be humble and stuff like that, you know. Humility is key, but humility comes from the heart, you know, and that is whatever you are getting, you know, you are grateful, massively grateful for it. So this is what this card is talking about here. Now, you can, when you start giving back to the world, when you start giving something, this is when you are on the verge of creation. You can create something new, you know, by opening yourself up and saying, right, okay, you know, like, this is what I've got to give. Can you have it? Now, what I was saying about this Cambodian monk as well is, when I went to Laos, I'd been traveling 2 days, me and my daughter, we were on this boat and we were tired, we were ratty, as you seen me yesterday. You know, I occasionally do get ratty when I'm tired. And we'd climbed up this huge bank with backpacks on our shoulders and everything. Now, Laos is the 4th poorest country in the world. You know, it was heavily bombed during the Vietnam War, but a massively beautiful country as well. And we went up and I said to my daughter, look, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have a drink, and then we'll find somewhere to stay. I walked into this small little cafe and there was a family sitting. There was the father, the mother, and the child. And the father stood up, looked at me, and straight away pushed their food towards me. Now, The average wage, I was told, in this town was $1 a week, right? Okay, so this family were going out for a meal that they had worked probably so hard for, and they seen me and said, here, share our food with us. I turned around and I said, no, no, that's your food, and he went, look, in Lao, we don't have a word for yours. This is ours. You look tired, you look hungry, please share our food with us. That was my first introduction to Lao, and it will stay with me till the day I die. Somebody who had nothing was prepared to give me that little bit that they had, even though I was a Westerner. I probably had more money in my bum bag than what they had, in their bank account. But it was the act of sharing, and this is what this card is talking about. When we look at the Five of Pentacles, which came before this is when the flow stops within money, or the flow stops within energy, any sort of energy exchange. And this brings about imbalance, and this brings about destruction. And it can often mean isolation as well. When we hold on to what we have, what we do, when we hoard, it actually is a waste of our resources. All of these people, I say to my dad all the time, my dad is quite a wealthy man because he's worked all of his life, but he never spends a penny. He's probably got his first penny, to be honest. And I keep saying to him, when a rich man dies, he still dies, Dad. Go out, enjoy that money. It's not like I want it off him, but I want him to go out and I want him to actually enjoy all of these years of work, what he's done, but he doesn't, because it's all about having this money in the bank, and one day that money will be in the bank and he won't be there, so really, what is the point of it? And I'm not saying here just be lavish and give all your money away and throw it all away. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you treat money as in it's an energy that you want to give away. You want to, have luxuries with it. You want to give it to other people. You want to gift people stuff, or whatever. That is great, because when you do that, the universe sees that you're not hanging on to it. So the universe will supply you with more. So whatever you're giving out, the universe will give you it right back tenfold. It's like anything. If you are giving, it's like the old witch's code. Whatever you give out, you get it back threefold, and that's it. Whether this is kind words or nasty words, whether this is you trying to take money, or whether you giving it, you will get it back. If you hang on to your money and you think money is that precious that you cannot be happy without it, you will not be happy with it. If you just, give what you have, then the universe will constantly provide for you, So this is it. It's about spreading this money, sharing it, sharing your wealth, sharing your energy, sharing your knowledge. This is what we are here to do. We are here to share with others, and it's like I say, when we cling on to things, this is when we are more likely to lose them, so like I say, it's spend, that's it, and it will be replenished here, so you've got to, in order to gain, you have to give, and this is what this card is talking about. But what it's saying as well is that, when we pray, when we light incense or whatever, these are all offerings we are given to the gods, so they will reward us. But if you are only praying, or if you are only lighting this incense saying, I'm going to light this incense because I want money, chances are you probably won't get it. If you do it because you think, what, I live a bountiful life anyway because the universe and the gods have provided me with everything I need. I might not have everything I want, but I have everything I need, because most of us have a roof over our heads. Most of us have a clear thinking brain. Most of us have people around us and connections. Most of us have shoes on our feet. That is a lot more than a lot of the people in this world. So if you actually light this incense or say these prayers, coming from a place of gratitude and being thankful for what you already have, you will find that the universe will give you more. If you actually say I will only be happy when you give me this $10,000, or when you give me this brand new car, or when you give me this brand new house, you will constantly be disappointed and you will constantly be unhappy. So this is it. It's about being happy and grateful for what you have. Now, this also talks about people. And I'm getting through here. It's like, you know, you get out what you give to people as well, you know, and have a look. Is there sort of, relationships around you where you are given more or you are taken more than the other person? Is it unbalanced? Because if it's unbalanced, then it is not going to work. The balance needs to be brought in before anything can work. You need to balance the scales. And a lot of times, you know, as I mentioned yesterday, people taking this energy, they were taking what wasn't there and what wasn't being offered. And when people do this, this can leave you depleted and you get in a crazy funk, like what I was, you know. So this is all about, you know, like being respectful of what people are giving you and being respectful about what you are giving back as well, you know. And don't take, some people will be around you until their need for you ceases, and then you will find that they disappear, you know. That shows you that that was not a true friendship, relationship, connection, whatever, you know, because somebody was there for what they could get out of it, you know. So that isn't cool. So like I say, you know, you might, when you start to come from this place of sharing, you might actually realize that there's, you know, there's some people taking a little bit too much. So this is about, where is your energy being put? Is your energy being put into a place of lack, or are you coming from a place of abundance? You know, this works with money, this works with people, you know, it works with love. You know, are you giving so much love because you are frightened of that person going if they haven't got it? Or are you giving so much love so that you, in the hope that somebody else will return that because you want something back? It won't happen. The balance is out. If you are just giving love because that is what you do, you know, then you will 9 times out of 10 find that you will get that brought back to you by the right people, you know. So this is about being in the right vibration, being in the right vibration with money, being in the right vibration with others around your life as well, and being balanced. So like I say, whatever you're giving out, you will get back, you know. So this is where this is going, you know. So then we have the Osho card. And like I say, this is why these are a bit strange. I don't really, I'm getting the messages with them, but I really feel this is a personal message rather than an external one. You know, I really feel it's looking at where you are putting your energies, you know, and it's if they are being, what's the word, reciprocated, isn't it? Yeah, that's it, you know. If you are getting back what you're putting in, if you're not, then it may be time to start subtracting a little bit, you know. So this card that we've got from the Osho deck is guidance, and this is talking about our inner guide, and it's saying that every single one of us has one. And at the moment, it's talking about, you may be praying, you may be asking for guidance. So this is tying in with this. What is it you are asking for at the moment? This is what I feel it is making you be aware of here, you know. So like I say, you're wanting something from a higher source. And a lot of times what this is saying is that we look externally for answers, you know, rather than seeing that they're actually inside of us, you know, or we look to the wrong source of them. Now, if we have a look, this person here, there is a beautiful rainbow colored angel here. Do you know what I mean? That this is the guides, and this is the, you know, the spirit that is looking after all of us, because every single one of us has guides, whether you know them or not. And this person, it's like they are turning their back on them. So they're not seeing what is actually there. They're not seeing the guidance that is there. Now, you could be sitting praying for something and you're not getting it. There is a gift in that. This is making you look at, why are you not getting that? What place are you coming from? What vibration are you sending out to be getting what you're getting at the moment, or not getting what you're getting, you know? There's something amiss with it, and I feel this is what they're trying to highlight to you, you know, that everything you want is there. You just have to get on the right sort of vibe to get it. You have to ask for the right things. You know, you're not going to be given the things that won't actually help and progress you. You know, you are given things that will help you grow. And this could be not the things that you are wanting. So that might be why they are eluding you at the moment as well. Because like I say, our inner guide is always there. The universe is always talking to us. And sometimes it whispers, you know, and if we're shouting above it, give me, give me, give me, you know, we're not going to hear it. So what we need to do is we need to trust that we are always looked after. Trust that we are always protected by spirit. And whatever we are getting rejected from, or where we are feeling rejection, is actually a form of protection, and it's a gift for us, because this is what spirit are saying here, you know. So what we need to do is tell our minds to shut up and listen to our soul and listen to the universe. And this is when we will find the answers, or we will find the clarity and have that light bulb moment to realize, whoa, what I'm asking for isn't what I really need at the moment, you know. So this is saying here with this card, it's like, you may be having confusion at the moment, you know, and this is because I feel that you are kicking back against the universe, you know. Look at the last time you were in the flow. Think about it. Think about the last time when everything was flowing and it was like magic and things were just happening like that, you know. Did you have the confusion then? Because the answer will be no. Because when you are in the flow, you cannot be confused because you are flowing. You are seeing everything appear in front of your eyes as if by magic. So you have no reason to mistrust that the universe is there and providing for you. You have no reason to be focusing on lack, because everything you want is coming for you. And this is because you are on that right vibration and you are on the flow. You are in the flow as well, you know. So this is what this card is saying, you know. Like I say, get back into that flow. Listen to your inner guide, you know, and ask them, why am I not getting what I'm getting? You know, and wait for that answer, because you might be being steered in a completely different direction, you know. And like I say, we've got to make our own luck as well, you know. Like somebody, you know, you could sit and say, oh yeah, but I want, you know, I don't know. I mean, one of my things that I need to do, and I know I need to do it, is write a book. But the thing is, I need to sit down and I need to write that book. You know, a book isn't just going to be automatically put in my hands and I can put my name on it. I need to find the time and I need to actually get on and do that. Spirit have told me it's what I need to do, but it's up to me to sort my life out so I have the time to actually do that. So Spirit are helping me, but they cannot do it for me. They can show me the way. They can show me which door to go through. But it's up to me to actually take action as well and be responsible for my life, you know, and be responsible for the changes that I need to make in order to make my life how I want it to be. You know, it's not just going to happen. Spirit aren't just going to do it, you know, but if I get on the groove with them and say, right, this is where I'm going, I need a little bit of help with you, they're like, fine, okay, where we're going, we're on the right track, you know. So this is it. It's like, you know, all the meditation and all the praying and everything like that in the world is great, but if you're coming from the wrong place with what you're asking for, then it's actually pretty futile, you know. So that's, like I say, I said it was going to be a strange one. I really feel that they've got a stern school teacher head on at the moment, I think. So the Colette Baron Reid card as well. This is the Fates. Okay. Now this is an interesting card as well. Like I say, these cards are all about spirit rather than external circumstances, I feel. So with this card, what it says is like you might be questioning, you know, why are bad things happening to good people? And the answer that they're saying there is why not? You know, because every bad thing or every trauma or every difficulty that we endure is something that will help us to move forward. I was once speaking to a client, and the client had said to me, you know, like we've had pretty troubled lives, me and you know, and like, why has this happened to us? We're good people, you know. And I said, but isn't that a good thing? There was a gift in that, because throughout the trauma and throughout the bad things that have happened, we have had to go internal. We have had to sort of delve into the deepest parts of ourselves, and we have had to then find that inner strength and find out who we truly are on a core basis. These people that sail through life, you know, that have everything handed to them on a plate, they don't have the appreciation, you know, and they also have never been given the gift of feeling like they're on the bottom, feeling like they are alone, and actually going, where am I? Who am I? What am I going to do? You know? So sometimes we need these dark, horrible times and painful times to break us open so that we can be, you know, it's like polishing, you know, a diamond doesn't shine, you know, straight away. It needs to be, you know, bashed around and roughed and polished and all of that in order for its true beauty to come out. So, like I say, you know, whatever has happened in my life, I would never, ever change a thing, you know, because it's got me to who I am. And there's many of you will feel the same. At the time, it's painful, but when you get through it, you have this belief and this empowerment, and you have this belief in the universe that all you need to do is keep on going and keep on fighting, you know, keeping on, and things will eventually change, and you will change. And this is what we're meant to do. You know, life is a period of a series of lessons that, you know, we are being gifts with these. And it's how, like, you know, this card is saying, you know, it's not what happens to you, it's how you deal with them circumstances, how you respond to life's challenges. Like I've said before, you can become a victim or you can become a victor, you know. And if something hasn't worked for you, and if something has caused you problems, then, like I say, subtract it from your life, but keep on giving. Keep on giving your trust to the universe. Keep on with your faith, you know, and this is when you will get back, exactly like this card, you know. So this is saying when you realize that you are powerless in a way, you know, you control the things that you can, you know, it's like the serenity prayer that I've said before, and accept things that this is how it is, you know, this is how it is now. It's not like, oh, well, 2 years ago this wasn't happening, or blah, 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 you know, or in the future this won't happen. It's happening. You know, so whatever you are being presented with at the moment, you deal with it in the best way that you can to get you out of that as quick as you can, and you will learn. You don't just sit down and say, right, okay, I'm praying, I'm meditating, I want this to happen. You know, you actually take action as well, you know, and this is when you will find that the serenity comes to you. You know, when you accept what is, do what you can to change it, but realize that there is so much that is out of our control, you know, and that we can sometimes be getting in the way of our own destiny, you know. So then we have the Spirit card, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful image. Can you see that there without the reflection? It's absolutely stunning. And what this card is, it says, this is a protection card. Angel wings surround you. Trust. Replace fear with love. You are eternally held safe in the arms of an angel. And so I really feel you may have felt like Spirit have deserted you. You may have lost your faith in some way. What they are saying here is look at, you are the one that has deserted Spirit. Are you given to Spirit enough for them to give you back? You know, because I really feel this is the overall message here. You know, it's look internal, look at your own actions and see how they are affecting the reactions that you are getting. You know, if you are cold and hostile to somebody, you will get a cold and hostile response back. You know, if you are warm and loving, you know, you give that out. And sometimes it doesn't work, but eventually it does, you know. So like I say, look at what you are giving out to the world here. Look at what you are sharing with the world. Look at the projection of yourself that you are giving to the world as well. Are you saying I live an abundant life, or are you saying I live a life that's filled with shit and trouble, and do you know what I mean? Whoa, you know, like, whoa, my life's shit, you know? Because if that's what you're giving out, that's what you're going to get back, you know? You'll get back more of the same. But like I say, take every day to be grateful for what you do have. It might not be what you want, but it's what you need at the moment, you know? So accept that, you know? And if you can make changes to change things, then change them, you know. But this, I really feel, is about changing your outlook, changing your thoughts, and changing your vibration. And then you will see the world is a very, very different place. It's like the glass half empty or half full. Which one is yours, you know? So pretty heavy message coming with that one today. As I say, don't shoot the messenger. You know, I'm just giving out what they're telling me. You know, have a word with them upstairs, and then see why they're giving you that. But yeah, look, this is such a beautiful, beautiful card. There's a lot of love coming with this, you know, and it's like I say, it's, you know, she's not even looking, she's not seeing it. And in this one as well, you know, she's turning her head away from spirit. So, you know, I think that speaks volumes. So if anybody would like a reading with me, please get in touch via my website or via my Facebook page. The links are below. If anybody would like to donate for these videos, you know, then it is massively, massively appreciated. I'll put a donation link on the video, and there's also a one underneath as well in the description. And like I say, you know, it's keep giving, you know. This is what we've got to do, you know. And like I say, I receive bucket loads of love and inspiration as well, you know. Without these messages that I get off you on a daily basis, you know, I probably would have would have thrown the towel in a long time ago. But it's, you know, people thank me for these videos, and I just want to say thank you for watching them, because, you know, we're in this together, and you can see how it works and how it spreads off, you know. And like I say, it makes me massively, massively grateful. And the more I can do these videos, you know, the more this gives me time to put other stuff that I have on the back burner that I can't at the moment. But there is a lot more that I have to share, or I've been told that I have to share. So I just do what I'm told all the time. But like I say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You know, there's so much gratitude coming through for this. And thank you again for watching these. Okay, and it's lovely to be back to my normal self again. So I'll do the weekend videos at some point tomorrow and get them up as well. Okay, Satnam.